That's more like it. Okay. Now I need to change my resolution? Nah, screw it. Don't care. I want to play a game I like. That game file doesn't matter. Select data. Hard. Name. No. Skipping. Okay. Okay. We're going to try to punch out Castlevania Aria of Sorrow hard mode, because that is a more reasonable thing to do than Castle in the Darkness. 3 punches to kill a zombie. Think about that. Imagine how I am going to fare against the first boss of this place. Ooh, also... No, not equipped. Soul set. Winged Skeleton is forbidden. Oh right, no double jumps. Okay. Getting used to my ranges. I'm still broadcasting that I am playing Castle in the Darkness, which is not technically inaccurate, but... Oh, a short sword, how nice. I want to say Gravekeeper is going to be important. Sure. Let's save this. Hey, BB. Hey, honey. I'm doing something I enjoy, which is a departure from what I was doing before. Let's say this is Castlevania Aria of Sorrow is at the top of the list. Hooray. And now I get to read the zoo again. Pop out. Yay! The zoo! Hi, guys. I missed you. Castle in the Darkness was bad. I didn't like it. Woo! Hi, Slyo9. We had fun today. I played Castle in the Darkness. I am punching out a skeleton. Wow, 24. He's throwing a skull at me. Don't do that, you. Yep, I will be intimately familiar with ranges by now. Hi. Yeah, I thought it was bad. That's more or less all I can say for the matter. Okay, we did it. We punched out an Axe Knight. BB, it's okay, honey. I know I'm still doing something that's kind of dumb, but it's still better than what I was doing before. Yeah. Yeah, okay. 82. So this guy has a fireball attack. Gonna have to be careful of that one. Here it is. Hello. Maybe I don't. What I do have to do is keep jumping, because that gives me more mobility. If I jump with my feet on the floor, then I am locked in place, which is factually the opposite of what that would work like in the real life. Because if you're flying through the air, your trajectory is fixed. You have your initial impulse, and then gravity, and a little bit of air resistance working in. You can change your center of mass a little bit by wrenching your body in midair. But that's about it. That's all you got. And compared to if your feet are on the ground, you have all kinds of mobility. But yeah. The difficult part of this run is trying to figure out what the rules are. Like, because you do have souls, and like, if I'm just throwing winged skeleton at this guy, that's like way better than a fist, right? But the thing I say to do is limit myself to self buffs and fist souls. So any soul that throws a punch is a-okay, because that's just more punching. Like, that's got to be good. And any soul that like gives you either a permanent or temporary bonus to something is also a-okay. This still leaves you with not very much to do, but, you know, punching. I know I'm still not quite reading the zoo because I'm kind of concentrating on what I'm doing. Let me do that for a minute. Let's see. Portrait is good. Skeleton has organs. Game was bad and rude. AM2R. Yeah, Amateur was really good. It is a loose remake of 2. I played it the other week. I was very impressed. Like, if this had been a game I paid $30 for, I would be annoyed with it. If it were a game I paid $15 for, I would be amazed. It was actually a game I paid $0 for, so I am floored. It's great. Sora, you're gonna have to... Soma, not Sora. You're gonna have to boost up the strength a little bit. Man, I'm so glad that before quitting Castle in the Darkness forever, I explored insult mode, where they call you an asshole for ever daring to play Kingdom Hearts or this video game. It's like, no, we're way better than Kingdom Hearts because we're difficult. Yeah. Like, man, Kingdom Hearts did not make its bread by killing the player on every other frame. Like, oh, sorry, on certain frames of animation, Sora's hair pierces his heart, and then he is not able to live anymore. That's a little close. But yeah, you're gonna have to get used to ranges and all that. So, first boss, not all that difficult to punch out. We've got numbers on our side. Actually, we don't, but, you know. We have his AI being very straightforward on our side. That's real. Let's see. I don't remember if that guy's worth fighting, but I do remember that this is a secret passage. Mind up. Hooray. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts. No, like, you can find challenges within the game of Kingdom Hearts. That is by no means what I am trying to suppose. Rather, I am trying to mockingly state what the, I guess, Matt Cap, designer of Castle in the Darkness, claims is true of Kingdom Hearts, which is, it is easy baby garbage that only people who do not like challenges would play. So, with that understood, also, that is not my opinion, and it is fake bullshit, because definitely have I seen difficult things happen in the game of Kingdom Hearts. Let me tell you. Yeah, flying armor is a-okay. That's like a self buff. Resistance to gravity as a buff. Gravity -1. Oh dear, that's too close. That's close enough. This is somewhat complicated by the fact that I have a dog in my lap. She's adorable though, so... Did you know that Blue Crow has an attack? I didn't. It finally attacked me one day. I was blown away. I'm like, what? I thought it just sits there. Like, that's the point. It's like one of the first monsters you meet, so it's very simplistic. Oh, pfft. Shoot. I was trying to be all fancy. Yeah, once you get the Gravekeeper Soul, you can backdash off the top thing, jump and change direction, and if you're swift enough at it, you don't need the Flying Armor Soul. I almost had it that time. Let me just use Flying Armor because I bothered to collect it in the first place. If I were a true expert of this game, I would be able to just sort of like, whoop, slip past there, whatever, I'm gone. And like, yeah. Be like, so long, all you basic bitches. I don't need flying armor. Now, okay, I've come out and said I do not like bitch as an insult because it's gendered. Basic bitch as a combination, though, I like. I don't really know how to square this. How do I like basic bitch, but not bitch? Specifically as an insult. Like, bitches as other kinds of descriptive are okay, I think. Ooh, it's hard to see his arrows. That's a challenge. Pay attention to the axe, but you'll get hit by the arrow. And that is our combination. Holy shit, he's going for it. There's no reason for me to be here, I suddenly remember. I'm leaving. Whoops, don't have double jump. I've been playing a game with it, and I forgot that I don't have it. Okay. Leather armor is great. Let's use it. Not on my face. I'll put the leather armor on my face, and the clothes on my body, and then I will remain a jeans model. I like that there are floating eyes in the background. I think one of them can eventually come through a window. Or maybe I'm just thinking of that guy who's on the front side already. But I just love it. It's Peeping Eye, and he's like, yeah, I'm getting it. Although Peeping Eye looks way, way better in Symphony of the Night, because he's huge. Do you have any potions or food? Getting close to another save point, so we will be a-okay. I took a lot of stupid hits going a direction that I should not have been going in the first place. Gonna be honest, I remembered a save point here. That's very awkward for me. Yeah. The dog is crawling so much. It tickles. Oh my god. Okay. I'm probably going to die. I don't want to. Alright, let's run past him. Fuck him. Take the blue crow hits. Don't take the blue crow hits. Oh my god, what the hell? Okay, the imps missed me. That's good. I told you! I told you Blue Crow had an attack. Oh my god. I wasn't even joking. Okay. He's dealt with. Yeah, those are not going to be dealt with. I'm going to have to eat my potions. Shit. Oh man. Oh, this room is so dicey when you don't have correct things to do.
No longer dog stream.
Alright, no longer dog stream. That is a help. Holy shit. Ah, that was a bad trade. Bad trades all around. I'm leaving. That room is too scary with fist only. It's Dark Tuesday, though. Oh, wait. Kingdom Hearts is light. Shit. That's irrefutable. That's canon. Okay. I do think that there was a save point very close to where I was going. I just couldn't get past all those enemies because I can't even damage boost the correct direction, so yeah. I will not be using punch weapons. I will be using only my bare fist. I will attempt to defeat Dracula in this manner. Oh, jeez. Also, fist souls and self buffs. So, anything that ends up in punching, basically. Yep, I'm running all the way back here, like a chump. Like someone who could use a level to deal more damage and take less damage. Also someone who is out of potions. Was that 9 or 10? Let's count on this guy. It was 9. Oh, Bale. You're trying to kill me as best you can. I'm over here, though. What do you think about that? Okay, cool. We did it. God, I miss you guys. I don't know what you were saying during Castle of the Darkness, and I still don't actually want you to tell me anything about the video game. It's just, man. I really thought when I brought back the information embargo that I was, like, that I had a worthy candidate for such a thing. That was just incorrect. I'm so disappointed with myself for that. I should have assessed more quickly what I was up against. And then it all would have made a little more sense. I told you! Blue Crow actually does stuff. He's more than a minor menace. There we go. All right. Let's keep in mind what we're up against. Try to preserve our health as we go. Not go a bad direction that results in nonsense. It would have also resulted in a scarf, which would factually help me out a lot, but we'll be able to replace that at some point. So do not worry about it. A lot of those whiffed punches. Man, you know what this game does not have? Instant death pits. Oh my god, La Mulana, no. Absolutely not. I played La Mulana with no information before, and that was wrong. Play that game with a FAQ. It's also not worthy of the, like, no information treatment because, like, I had to download software onto my character's laptop in order to decipher clues that certain skeletons left behind. And all the clues said was, "Damn, I'm dead." And that's that. So, no. So yeah, like, my experience with that game was I got myself to a late game area without the correct tools, and like the land kept warping. And I'm like, man, this sucks. So yeah. Okay, are you guys gonna leave? I would like you to leave. I think the first time I did this particular challenge, it was on normal mode. I could punch out this guy's rocks. That's something I could do. Okay. We did it. Got through that stupid room. And this is a save point, so hooray. I want to talk about the axe falling on your head at the end of the game. Lana has that in spades. Okay, yeah. I'd believe it. And we meet Graham. Hi, Graham. Goodbye, Graham. Okay, summons a spirit that will fight evil. That's no good. I don't think there are any upgrades for me around. I have this debate going on with myself whether Giant Ghost is an acceptable soul for this mode. Because it gives you a shield. Like a little bubble surrounds you. But I don't know, is that a buff? I never know. It's really up to your own sensibilities as for like what counts as like worthwhile. Oh my god. Fucking Lana. I want to talk about a game that is like impenetrable, lethal, and indie. Jeez, maybe that's what Castle of the Darkness was just a faster version of. With like lower resolution on their graphics. No, I'm taking 70 from Oon. Terrible. You're absolutely right. The rules of this are precisely what I make them. This is not a ROM hack or anything. This is just me being a ponce. That's bad already. That's also pretty bad. Yeah, okay, crushed. I don't think that Castle in the Darkness had like an artist statement. I didn't read that far. Oh god. Like I need to clear out that Oon if I'm gonna have a chance at this guy. Right? Because I need to stand right where it is. They deal 70 damage. That's so absurd. Why is this plan so powerful? Punches are not coming out fast enough. There we go. The shit that I don't like about this is sometimes... Oh, that's kind of funny. The soul was trying to find me, but I was dead. Sometimes I can, like, slip in and be in a good spot so that the Oon doesn't hit me, and then I can punch it. But, man... Like that. That's worthwhile. Boy, will this make you appreciate distances. He dropped a hammer. Shit. Okay. That's probably good. This probably ain't. Oop. Yeah. Remember that first boss? I think there's a safe spot. God. I remember this being really awful when I did my last punch through of Aria of Sorrow. I did play Hydra Castle Labyrinth to completion. I also thought it was bad, but it was at least brief and sequence breakable, sort of. The thing that I appreciated about Hydra Castle Labyrinth was that it was in a language I did not speak, and I could still understand what the items were doing. Like, I could understand it because of video game tropes, and that felt valuable. Man, I can still remember it. I didn't think that game was very good. Mostly due to being, like, gigantic and empty. Man, that was one empty fucking game. But again, you were like a little guy with a sword and, you know, 1 block tall and all that. Okay, we need this guy to turn on. There you are. Hello. But no, I do remember there being like a safe-ish spot in this fight. Like, up here tends to be good if you have a sword, because then you can, like, whack his tail, get out of the way when he does the tail swipe. I really don't want to face the lion's face here, because, okay, that's not safe. I learned that. But yeah, okay, so when he walks up the stairs, he'll turn around, and then I get a split second to hit his tail. And that's the safe way to approach this fight. Oh my god, I'm 1? Oh, he has like 700 hit points. Maybe only 400. I might have to go gain a level before attempting this again. I remember having 11 damage against death. Lord, maybe I was not playing on hard mode. That does seem like a mistake at this point. Yep, it's me, the Punch Man, doing 1 damage. You can call me the One Punch Man. Yep. It's a very simple opponent. But still, like, real? Also, touching his body does less damage than his deadly fireball, which I want to say makes more sense. So that's another thing that really got me about Castle in the Darkness, was by and large the most damage that an enemy could do to you was with its own body. That happened with the Sorcerer, it happened with the Doppelganger, it probably happened with other bosses that I never took a hit against because they were too simplistic and the game did not design, or rather, like, most of the game was not designed with me having an axe in mind, even though they put an axe in it, so why wouldn't you do this? Same with heavy armor, what the hell? Ugh. Hyper Light Drifter is pretty Dark Tuesday. Well, lucky me, I don't know a thing about that game, so maybe that can happen at some point. Oop, haha. Oh no! Hey, 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 hey. Hey, hey, hey. The axe was a rare random drop. Really? I could swear that I got it from a chest, but maybe you're right. I don't remember. Oh my god, that was a random drop? No mic? What about no mic? I got it from a chest that drops from an enemy. Wow. Like, I didn't even recognize that fact. Man. Yeah, the embargo is lifted. I don't care. Like, you could tell me facts about that game, but I probably will ignore them because I don't like it. What are you supposed to spend money on? That's something. Shit. Okay. Still have 2 more hits against this guy. So even in this brutalizing mode, I am in it. Wait, they require you to get a rare drop to do certain areas of the game? Holy shit. It's like they made it wrong on purpose. Yeah, I guess I could warp back to, again, talking about Castle in the Dark, I could warp back to town with the double jump and be like, yo, here's all my cash. I've been killing monsters and stuff, it's good. But that seems like terrible. Now, I really think this guy only has 400 hit points. But, yeah. This is a reasonable challenge, come on. I just failed it, that's all. I'm also kind of glad you didn't go to Path Ridley boss. I tried. Like, it was just sort of there, and I'm like, yeah, no, cool. And then the door was locked, so I'm like, what the hell? Punch this guy in the kneecap until he gives out. How close am I to a level, actually? That might... If I can get just 2 damage against the Manticore, that will be gigantic. Next 4? Really? So the skeleton? No, the skeleton's only worth 3. Holy shit, I went into that fight needing 1 experience for a level? Oh my god. That's precious. No, no. Shit. I'm not gonna get that 1 experience because I'm gonna die to bats. Or this ghost. Or this mini devil. Really the Yoon, but yeah. Okay, let's see if I have 2 damage against the Manticore. I might. I will accept 70 damage to... I have more damage against rock armor. That's good. Good news for me. I tried to punch his rocks out. That was a mistake. Come on, bud. No, no, no. Back up a little bit. Really, back up. You're doing great. Great at the whole skeleton business. But yeah, if there was some way to actually open the room to Ridley area, like I didn't know it for sure. Please, please let me have 2 damage against this guy. Nope. And now I've lost my spacing. Might be, let's see, 253. Alright, so it sounds like there's lots of optional bullshit in Castle in the Darkness that would be cool in a game that was less lethal. Also, under fake spikes, great. That sounds less like a secret for the player to discover and more like a secret that the game creators put in so that when they were testing it, they could go through it more quickly. Excuse me while I accomplish actions in a sequence. Only 2 that time? Slacking, bud. What's the Manticore foreman gonna say? Manny. You're not putting in 110% today, bud. You know that affects more than you, right? The whole castle stands on the weight of your work. We rise to the morning chime of fire erupting from your mouth. If you cheat us out of that, you're cheating more than yourself. Manny the Manticore, dressed down by the Manticore foreman. Yep. Walking into me. That's a powerful strategy. I'm going to try to gain another level. I really want 2 damage against this guy. I'm level 4? Crickets. Okay. I want to say that defeating the armor is the best way to do it. Let's see. 290 now. Yeah, 250. That's not actually that good. It's 1 Oon and 1 armor. I had been doing this run, like, without streaming it, just as, like, a thing for my own challenge. And then one night I decided to show people what I was doing, and I was fighting death, and it was very difficult. Let's say. Let's just call it very difficult. I got quite good at that fight, and it was still not enough. I remember being able to get 13 hits in my opening salvo, and that was like, yeah, I got the full 13. But no, that was definitely a kind of madness. That was bound to happen at some point. Let's see, we have not discovered hammer yet, so we can't buy war fatigues, which would be a damage upgrade. I also cannot sneak into the, I forget what it's called, servants' quarters or something, maybe master's quarters, who knows. Because then I would be able to open up a secret chamber that has the ninja garb, which... Actually, wait, maybe I can. No, you need double jump for that. You need 2 jumps for that specific sequence break that I'm thinking of. Ooh, mini devil. Holy shit, you found ogre battle? Oh my god. Must have been forever ago. Ooh, he dropping money. Thanks, bud. Thank you for money. Yes, Oon did more contact damage than Manticore. Oon was 40. I'm sorry, Oon was 70, Manticore was 40. That was also bound to happen at some point, wasn't it? Shit. Okay, that's a little lost progress. That's fine. Is a landmine a fist? Nope. Sorry. Only fists are fist. How much lost progress? Not much. That's fine. I have bats dead in 1 hit finally. Not ghosts. The bats. I can punch out a bat, you guys. Ooh, that was perfect. I finally got the, like, squeak again where the Oon doesn't actually touch you. can feel it. I'll be able to get 2 damage against the Manticore, and then I will overpower him with the number 2. It is calming, isn't it? I guess what I'm really doing is retreating to something familiar. There it is. Nope, still don't have ghosts dead in one. That's like exactly what I'm doing. I'm escaping. I don't want to be within Castle in the Darkness anymore. I don't want unfamiliar things. I want familiar things. Even... Oh wow, I have Undead in one? That's crazy. I have so much damage against these guys. I must have 2 damage against Manticore, right? Come on, back up. Back up, mister. You can't even hit me with those bones. Come on. 2 damage against Manticore. Give me 2. Give me 2. No! Oh, am I struggling and I still don't have 2 damage against Manticore? Well, I have 1 more defense, so that's good enough. Only 1 fireball, Manny. Come on. There you go. You're better than that. You're a contributor. They say that Dracula's castle is a being of chaos. Let me tell you, it is not held aloft, as regular buildings are, by beams and joists. No, no. It is lifted by labor. Labor like the labors you perform every time you spit a fireball from your lioness mane. It's you, Manny. You are the strength. You are the backbone of Dracula's castle. It's why we need 3 fireballs from you. Manny, I know you're never supposed to tell a worker this, but we cannot replace you. You're irreplaceable. But I ask you, I entreat you, do not let this go to your lion of a head or your scorpion of a tail. Again with the 1 fireball. Yeah, it looks like 2 hits is safe, and 3 is asking it to get body checked by the Manticore. Oh, heck. Heck. Yep, you're right, Manny. I got too greedy. I wanted hits. I very badly wanted hits on you. Oh, do not try to backstep up the stairs, by the way. It will go poorly for you. You kind of get, like, stopped. It's better to just turn around, even with the turning around animation. That's why I'm not backstepping, by the way. Just, you know, walk up the steps. It's fine. Three fireballs. Thanks for contributing, Manny. A lot of tail swipes. I want to say that's good for me. Man, the one thing I want to take from Castle in the Darkness is the Ghost Knight boss fight. Whatever that guy's name actually was. I appreciated it as being a chaotic system arranged from completely regular systems. Except for the space sword, because that was horseshit. But, you know, that's kind of the game. So it's like he is moving back and forth, and when he does an attack, he stops in place. And then he has the sword, and the sword is rotating around him wherever he goes. And he has the shield, and the shield is has a maximum movement speed and tries to stay at the midpoint between you and him. Now, the thing that I did not like about that boss fight was my winning strategy was to toss axes at him such that the axe arced through his body and into the shield so that the axe could deal its damage and then touch the shield so as to be removed, allowing me to throw another axe. That was, that felt pretty poor. But honestly, I don't know what you're supposed to do about him otherwise. Because it's like, he's up high. I can't jump that high. Seriously, what the hell? I really didn't understand that game. The game really wanted you to be like toe-to-toe with your enemy, I guess. It's like, here's a sword. Here's a slightly longer sword, and the slightly longer sword still, but basically you need to be right up against your enemy. Which I'm trying to demonstrate I am very comfortable with. We're not so much like fighting a Manticore as petting a lion very hard and repeatedly. You can ask Kung Fu Jesus about it, he's touched a lion. I don't actually recommend doing this, but what he did was, the zoo was in town, and they used the same parking lot as the one that he used for a while. And so the lion was just sort of there, and in a cage, and hanging out. And because male lions are just really lazy and chill, it's like, okay. And he just petted it a little. This is the befriended Manticore route. Undertale. I can feel the Undertale oozing out of that statement. I think if I ever meet Toby Fox in life, I would slap them. That's perhaps egregious, because they're not responsible for all that. That's not correct. I mean, hell, Undertale is one of the few games where the fan art is better than the game itself. Okay, you didn't intend that to be a reference to Undertale, but come on! Befriend? May as well have called it the mercy option or whatever. Press have mercy. He is a skeleton, but you have water in your body. The concept of friendship was invented in 2015 by Toby Fox. It's true. Frankly, the last video game that I can think of where all of the rip-offs are better than the original is Slender Man. But that's also kind of false because there is no such thing as an original Slender Man. It's like all this gigantic morass of like, what the hell is all this? Help, internet. Please, internet. I mean, if you want to talk about making friends with monsters, there's Pokemon circa 1990s, right? Like, that was mainstream. That's not, like, crazy or anything. I want to say there was also Dragon Warrior 4, which I believe came before Dragon Warrior Monsters. It allowed you to befriend slimes and have, like, slimes in your party and stuff. Only 2? Manny! After our pep talk, you're slacking again. Alright, so I kind of need to know for my sanity. Someone look it up. I want to know what the Manticore's HP is. I'm remembering 2 different numbers, and that's kind of messing me up. Because it's either 400 or 750, or hell, maybe even more than that. 440. Thank you for looking it up. It's better than 750. I've been waiting for you to ask. You know me too well, my friend. That's the closest I've come to taking a hit in several minutes. This is a little hypnotic. It's like, whoa, I'm doing it. I'm doing the thing. I'm punching the guy. And there you go. He's just gone. Poof. Goodbye, Manticore. I shouldn't have asked. I was so close. Also, do not touch a plant on your way out. You will die. Hey, cloth tunic. I want to say that's actually worse than what I have on because I have leather armor on. Unless I forgot to get that. Oh, yeah, the leather plate. I don't have an accessory either. Right, I backed down from getting that scarf because there were too many enemies. Which is to say, 1 axe knight and 1 skeleton archer. There we go. Now we have 2 damage against Manticore for sure. Not that I'm fighting him anymore, but, you know. Zombie Officer is one of the most dangerous enemies in this mode. You just don't have an approach angle. So you have to, if you actually want to punch one out, you have to, that's not useful. Durga and Curly are also quite dangerous. They don't have an approach angle either. So we'll take this, it's free. Kaz, do not die. You have not saved. That's what you guys are telling me right now, aren't you? Shit. This is bad. This is quite bad. Okay. I remember there being a save point sooner than this. After the man. After Manny. But you know, they give you that full restore, and it's like, well, that should do you, player. I don't have any potions. I spent them all earlier. Yeah, save point after Manticore is some ways. Oh, this is gonna be bad because now Quetzalcoatl is gonna be there. Shit. Poor guy. Poor rock armor. Unable to attack from this direction. So I made a gigantic mistake. Quetzalcoatl is a very difficult enemy to avoid, and he often multi-taps you. Just barely skated by, and I'm not out of the woods. God. So we might not actually be done fighting Manny, as it turns out. Because here I am at 4. And if that Oon touches me, that's 70 again. Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I should have retreated. I should have remembered and then retreated. Ugh. What's my actual out? Is breaking my promises for the sake of not having to punch the Manticore 440 more times. Shit. Oh, 69 damage. How about that? Okay. Okay. It's fine. I made a mistake. I made a strategic mistake based on incorrect tactics. Or forgotten tactics. Yep. It's fine. Like, Manny would understand. Manny's not so bad. I am still going to attempt to get 2 damage on him. Which, I mean, Rocky here's got to be the most experiential thing, right? Man, look at how much animation goes into rock armor. It's kind of incredible. It's also smooth too, and every like bit of it looks really effortful. It's like, man, it's really heaving that rock. Oh man, I didn't even recognize that my stream has been very terrible so far because I didn't adjust the resolution for the output. So I've had a thing in the top left corner this entire time because I haven't cared enough. Because I really just wanted to play this instead of Castle in the Darkness. Literal, actual Castlevania game by name. Yeah, I still don't feel bad enough about that to change it, but I just thought you guys should know. I understand. Man, replay for this is going to look so poor. And you got bopped back out of the Un plant place. The flower pot. Look at how challenging this room is, even though it contains very basic elements. That has partially to do with the relative size of the monsters on the screen, which itself is designed around this being a handheld game, like Game Boy Advance being the size that it is and all that. Oh, don't you start. Don't you continue either. Was the ghost actually one? Bat was. Man. $25 more bats. Some. I also appreciate how even the very simple, straightforward enemies have kind of involved AI. Like, once you see them a little, like you observe the monster a little bit, you kind of get a sense of how it moves. And then it's like, yeah, no, I get it. And then, like, later on, there are rooms with, like, multiple monsters in it that you've seen before, and it's like, wow, and you get to appreciate in a new way how those monsters move relative to one another. And so even a very understood pattern can become more involved just because it's paired with another one. And that's the magic of set design in terms of painting your levels with monsters. And so because the Un is on this little like flower pot place, the whole place becomes way, way more complicated. I love it. Okay, let's see if we have 2 damage on mana yet. Nope. I should probably just let him kill me at that point. Yeah. I wanted to get to Great Armor because the Great Armor Punch-Out fight is really fun. Holy shit, is it something. 39 to 73, that's 41? No, hold on. 41 would get you to 80 from 39. Sorry, I'm bad at math. Looking for 139 is 40 and 33 is 73, so 133 is 34, and that's what I'm getting. Which means about 10-ish times through this is when I should level. From when I started counting. That's not that bad. Hell, it might be faster than punching Manny because double the rate. 220 punches compared to 440 punches. Yeah. I remember doing similar arithmetic for Julius mode. It's like soul farming for Curly. Run out and into the same room again and again. I'll punch Rocky so that I can punch Manny. Okay. Havel the Rock is being punched here a lot because one room over is a boss that I currently punch for 1 single damage. And I'm trying to get a level so that I can punch him for 2 damages. Because he has 440 health. I've already punched him out from 440. I then died because I thought that there was a save point nearby that was not. And yeah, the game expects you to have like better tools at this point than your own bare fist, which I don't because I am only punching and doing things that punch, and also anything that is a self buff or a punching attack. So Werepanther, Werejaguar, Balore as bullet souls, and like any of the yellow souls are fine, and only blue souls that are necessary for movement. So that is the thing. I'm going to gain a level right now, which is to say after I finish off Rocky here. Yeah. So that's the 3rd level that I have gained, trying to get 2 damage against Manny the Manticore, who's had a long talking to from the Manticore foreman so far. I hope it's been entertaining. Like I fear that I'm just doing this to like play a Castlevania game a bunch and be like, yeah, well, this is what I enjoy, so may as well have everybody watch me do it. I'm a bit of a maficker that way.
They wouldn't be here if they weren't enjoying it, Kaz.
It's true, but maybe they would though, because.
You're having fun. Have fun.
Okay.
Good night.
Good night. Come on, please show me number 2. No, Manny. You're killing me with this shit, Manny. Is there a yellow soul better than Headhunter? For what I'm doing, no. Absolutely not. Unless I am specifically grinding for... Let's see what we're up against. Okay. 10 gets it to 340 20 times. Okay, sure. Really, Castle in the Darkness started because I got fed up with Dark Souls 2 DLC. Otherwise, I would have been doing that. Oh my god, copper plate! Oh, Rocky, you do love me! Shaktual also loves me, which is why he's coming over here. Oh, that'll help immensely. Later. Yep, he can drop hammer and copper plate, and you saw both of those tonight. I guess at the very least I'm getting 1 extra damage against Rocky every time, so it makes fighting him a little faster, maybe? So yeah, I've actually been sitting on Castle in the Darkness for quite some time. It was Captain Duck who gifted me the game and was like, this is sort of a Castlevania game, you might enjoy it. Which is fine. We had a discussion midway through after I had played the game quite a bit and decided that, man, this is kind of bullshit and not very fun. And we had a talk after that, and I'm like, man, I'm really sorry. I feel like from a gift game, I should really be enjoying this a little more. And I feel a little bit like I don't want to yell at, criticize, or otherwise poo-poo on the game because it was something that you gave me. It was something free. Why can't I make this simple jump? That's weird. That one I can't make because it's not... I'm kind of losing my mind over this. That's a platform. Let me jump on it. Sheesh. Anyway. But then, other stuff happened, and it was like, well, Dark Souls 2 DLC, and we should really do that at some point. I'm like, yeah, okay. And so much stuff kept, pushing it back and getting in the way that I had almost forgotten about it. And, at one point, I'm like, no, I'm gonna do it, finally. I'm, fed up. I'm not finishing Dark Souls 2 DLC on camera. That's stupid. I don't care. I did end up going and punching out that one invader, whatever his name is, who runs away and into the poison land. Yeah. So I beat him up after picking off all the other monsters, and he's not that hard when he's alone and not constantly cursing you to death. Or regaining health. Maldron. Yeah. You're right. That's his name. Ron, but worse. I did not encounter the bosses from Iron King Zone. I just sort of beat him up and said, okay, good, I did it. And that was that. I felt accomplished at that point. A nice round jump to get up on that, I guess. Yeah, copper plate. But yeah, that specific deal, Dark Iron King, whatever DLC was yo, there's too many dudes again. We remembered how to put too many dudes in our zone. Aren't you lucky? And I'm like, no, I don't like that. That's the thing that I did not like about the entire game. And they're like, too bad. They're gonna pop up out of the ground. You won't even see them coming. With all the monsters of the rest of the game, it is a surprise for you, player. At one point in talking to Rosella, we characterized Demon Souls games as deliberate action games. So the difference between Dark Souls and Devil May Cry is that Devil May Cry, you're just wailing on the button. Everything's really flashy. It happens all like instantaneously. It's supposed to be a kind of spectacle. With Dark Souls, every action has a direct and understandable consequence that you can immediately apprehend. And it means that anything that you commit to, you have to understand is it's the right time to do it, or, you know, there's some weightiness to it. Like everything you do, you say, okay, it's time to swing the sword. You begin the sword swing. You realize halfway through the sword swing that it was a bad idea. You send your kids to college. You regret what you've done. You bury your animals because they've lived long and fruitful lives. Then the sword swing is completed. Then your regret is complete. And that is a deliberate action game. All right, Manny. It's you and me. My stir is 17 now. Please tell me this is enough for 2. I want it. I want the 2 damages. I've got 7 on Rocky. That's weird. He should have died in 1. Whatever. Come on. Just show me the 2. No, I could go to the bed. I could go to bed if you showed me 2. What the hell? There's probably a formula for EXP needed to level. I don't know what it is. I know that, like, EXP next. It's not by feel. There's a number on the screen. This screen. It says next. Copper plate gives me extra defense. So instead of taking 70 from Oon, I'm now taking like 60. It's all pretty linear in this game. Nothing is all that complicated. Okay, 62, fine. 60, 10 is 348. I'm closer to needing 30 times through this little Rochambeau. See, before I had leather plate on. Yeah, let's see. That's a good question. Yeah, 27 compared to 19, so 8. 7 about is correct. Good eyeballing. "30 times around the rodeo" is also discounting the fact that I kill Rocky a little faster nowadays, so. Think I should punch ghosts? Is that a good idea, actually? Because the combination of Rocky and Noon is 34. 557. 556. No, punching ghosts is not good. Ghosts are worth 1 experience point, as are bats. I would have to defeat 34 ghosts to have the time I would have. Get the rare drop from Manning. Keep resetting until rare drop. This really is soothing. I feel like I am washing away Castle in the Darkness. Castle in certain dark quarters. Castle in some darkness. Castle within the darkness. Can we get the Manticore? Yes. Yeah, you can punch his tail. It's not as good. Like, it's more difficult for me to punch the tail. Then I went and gained 4 levels, and I still couldn't deal 2 damage to the Manticore, so I just said screw it and punched him 440 times again. We will want the levels at some point. I think this is the best place to get them. I don't actually know. Rocky is factually a very simple opponent. Like, he just sort of stands there, and the thing that he can do to damage you is something that you can punch away. So, nah. And monsters in Igavania games tend to have experience based on, like, how much health they have rather than any other measure. Oh shit. 2 shots from Moon. It's no good. Slipping. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Moving right along. Nice round jumps, round things out. Ha! It's funny. Hey! Rocky dead in 10 rather than 11. That's cool. Are there weapons that boost strength? Yeah, there are weapons that boost strength, but I'm only going to be punching. There are, however, armor. There are pieces of armor that boost strength, so I'm going to be making heavy use of that in the run. Yak, 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 yak. Ah, I love this gun so much. Alright, Manny. I have 18 strength. I'm level 9. Show me the 2. Damn it. Oh, man. What if I did punch the tail? What if that has like lower defense? Well, poison lowers my strength, so that's no help. Nope. Okay, 1 damage to the tail. The climb. Still working. No sleep. Only the punching bag that is Rocky. So far, 1 level has been giving 1 attack. Let's see. Yeah, you can look up Manticore's defense if you want. No, go ahead. This is I don't care for an information embargo about this game because like I've played it to death, so go ahead. $24. Crickets. All right. Man. Okay. That means I want a different plan. What can I do? Oh my god, 24? So I would need, what, 8 more levels? Ugh. Okay. No, not necessarily. There is one other thing that I can think of. It's not pretty, but it's possible. So it has that going for it. Again, Durga and Curly are like impossible to approach, so that's just the rapier, right? Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing up here for me. I can kill Undead Gladiator. What's your name? That guy. Is he like Undead Crusader or something? And his yellow soul gives a strength boost. So that would be like gaining 4 levels. Which is probably something I factually want to do anyway. Quetzalcoatl is con +8. Red Manticore, not Red Manticore, regular, not, Manticore. What's his name? I'm trying to think. Minotaur. Minotaur's strength +8, I think. Great Armor is at least more fun as a fight. And yeah, there is attack boosting armor. I do not have access to it. Red Dracula, huh? Let's see. I think I can get a pendant here. Because, yeah, you don't unlock Hammer until... you don't unlock Hammer until after Great Armor, which is the boss after Manticore. And like an idiot, I did not, after punching out Manticore, go back 2 rooms and save. Oh my god. Let me tell you, I am punching myself for that mistake. But hey, you know, making use of the levels that I've gained. So that's not nothing. But yeah, there's a pretty convenient spot that I want to say is a save point next to a Dead Crusader. And I'll be able to punch him out a bunch and incidentally get experience while... oh boy. The Deadly Dance. Ah, I finally took a hit. But maybe I'm okay at this game and shouldn't be hard on myself. Just keep on rolling. This guy, that's the one I was thinking of, but he's not actually that close to a save point. Skeleton Knight. Okay. buddy. You're tough. This is going to be difficult. I have a hard time harming him. Yeah, I really need one of those who's like right next to a save point. Good old zombie with the cloth tunic. Hell, zombie would be a funny soul. Huh. Maybe that's a plan. If I can somehow get zombie soul, that's a plan against Manticore. Ordinarily, poison status is a strength reduction. If you are, if you have the zombie soul equipped, it's instead a strength boost. That's sounding more like a positive plan. The drawback being zombie is an extremely rare soul. That's funny though. I like that conceptually. The man is just not going to be next to a save point, is he? He's not. It's going to be hard. No matter what I do, it's going to be hard. That blues. You're correct. That does involve getting hit by the tail. But I have health. I have defenses. And if this ends up shaving like 10 punches off of the total, that's still something. Is that my tweet that says, if you can't do something right, do something hard? Because I understand. Axe armor. Well, at the very least, I'll be able to pick up either pendant or leather cape. Or just cape. That's 1 point of defense, so yeah, okay. Got me. Got me with his skull. Pendant. Useless. Well, if the plan is to try to obtain zombie soul, then it might not be useless. That 1 point of luck accounts for something in Aria of Sorrow. In Dawn of Sorrow, it would account for nothing, so... Here's Tasty Meat, which restores 290 health. Zombie is a 1 in 4,000. Or is the point of luck 1 in 4,000? Man, this totally should have been a New Game Plus, where I had all the souls. That would have made much more sense. Nice background art, by the way. Sure, save here. Ah, that's the Dawn of Sorrow luck point. Right, okay. So, alright. I'm gonna do it. I'll put on Pendant. And I'm gonna punch out some zombies. Maybe I shouldn't punch out zombies until I have like 2 damages, or like them dead in one. Like zombie is not that huge. Yeah, the monsters who just sort of respawn constantly have an extremely low drop rate for their souls. There's very little upside to doing this, other than, again, the soothing sound of zombie crunching. And, like, cloth tunics, until you can't carry any more cloth tunics. Yeah, little pieces of background art that only appear in one place, they're good. They're a little set piece, and you're like, wow, neat. They're some of the finishing touches that really make a game feel complete. The moon is flashing, yes. That's one of the reasons that I want to broadcast Aria of Sorrow in 60 frames if I can get away with it. And then the rear drop, which is actually a really good weapon. Like, it's crazy. Like, you, by comparison, you start with that. And, yeah. Anyway. Give me Zombie Soul. I want it. Man, is Zombie Soul even the one I'm thinking of? With the, I think it is. No, I'm certain about that. I know this game well enough. Yeah. Yeah, and it's zombie that gives you strength while poisoned, and flesh golem that allows you to eat nasty food and gain health. They included nasty food in the game. I think there was originally supposed to be like a mechanic where your regular meat rotted after time, or after being hit by things that would rot it, or even like after swimming. And then that didn't make the cut. So instead they just put rotten meat and spoiled milk in the game. This is also a bad plan without the Soul Eater ring. Soul Eater ring, independent of the luck stat, which it does have a boost to, doubles the soul drop rate. So that's really handy for stupid shit like this. We're currently like trying to think which punches will give me the most chance of getting anything good. Like, if I had randomly gotten zombie, then maybe that would be a plan. Dear, yes! We did it. Oh my god, yes. That honestly did not take as long as I thought it would. Now, I cannot both equip Zombie Soul and Skeleton Knight Soul, which is something of a problem. Man, maybe I shouldn't even go for Skeleton Knight Soul. Hey, neat. I'm just getting all kinds of luck ever since equipping this pendant. Hooray. Hello, White Dragon. Goodbye, White Dragon. Ooh, can I angle on him? That's the question. Man, you really have to get in this guy's face. Come on, buddy. Ooh, got the angle. That's good. Okay, I'm learning how to fight you. Yeah. Yes! Okay, so now we have the plan for poison and the plan for gaining 4 levels. Yeah. Now I just need to live. Which might actually be a challenge, but you know, whatever. You know, if the plan is to be a skeleton knight. Keep. Yes. A little closer, bud. That's good. A little too close. Peeping Eye would also be a funny soul to get. It's again a yellow soul, and reveals secrets. So every time you come across a hidden block where you punch it and the block breaks, it'll have this little like white pulse coming out of it. It's pretty funny. The amazing part is that the first Peeping Eye you encounter is right next to one of these places. So if you're a lucky duck and you just get that your first time or whatever and immediately equip it to see what's up, then you'll be right next to a place where it will show you what to do. I only wish they had made that a common thread of everywhere Peeping Eyes are, but they did not. That would be very clever. As it is, it's sort of clever, so. Does Skeleton Knight stack? No. The only use for extra souls, like if I get a second Skeleton Knight or whatever, is Headhunter. Headhunter is the only soul that cares about stacking. They fixed, well, modified that in Dawn of Sorrow, where there were no longer souls that were strict upgrades to other souls, like there are in this. And instead, you could accumulate additional copies of a soul to make it more powerful, reduce its cost, or make the the graphic effect different. But yeah, that ended up having its own problems. There's a weapon there. Little do they realize I've renounced weaponry. Squirrel token. Okay. Squirrel token says, man, I wish there were a swimming cramp mechanic. You know what there is? Not in this game, though. In The Sims. Your sim can get a cramp. Better get used to fighting giant ghost. Knocked his block off. How much does attack increase with poison? I don't actually know. We're going to find out together. 22, his defense is... What did you guys say, 24? So we're still going to deal 1 to him. That's a shame. And frankly, without Skeleton Knight, it's only 18 still, because I haven't actually gained a level. All this wandering and I haven't gained a level still. Okay. Are you fighting for science or for victory? I was fighting for science. Oh, come on, Manny. You can get me, Manny. I'm right up against the door. Oh my god. Wait. So that was the same boost as a Skeleton Knight? Oh my god, what? That's very sad. Oh my god, zombie, I'm so sad. Well, there. I only have to punch him 110 times. That ain't bad. I'm getting sloppy because it's been a while since we fought Manny, but... We'll keep zombie in the back pocket. That may become useful again. No, I was just looking at strength. Attack 22 is the strength score because I am punching. That's why I was looking at just strength. Yeah, it's true. I can use that instead of an antidote. I also think that it's a proportion. Like, so it will get better as my strength improves. Yeah. Comparatively easy to do 110 punches. Man, that went fast. Holy shit. Imagine that, but like 4 times as long. Also, I got the skeleton soul again. Yay. And another level. Wow. We're rolling. That was probably also... That's all good stuff to accomplish. I factually have a bunch more levels, and I have a strength boosting thing. So, no, we're... That was on the whole very good. Wow, only 6 hits to take out Rocky. I might still have many devils in 2 instead of 1, and that would be pretty bad. Alright, again, right gets you to Claymore, and that's useless for me. I guess I could ever sell it for money, and that would be a use, but hey. Like I said, get used to fighting Giant Ghost. Although fighting him alone is a lot better than fighting him with backup. Hey, I totally punched your shoulder. Just how tough are you? Jeez. Tough enough to be mighty evil. Okay. That was something like 10. That's very awkward. 10 is a lot of punches for an enemy that you have to hit center mass. More than 10. 12. Okay. I love standing on bone pillars. It's really great. I don't think there's anything I could solve here. Yeah. I need double jump for that. This is gonna be ugly. Yeah, okay, good. Not good. Don't know where your hurt box is. Ouch. Hmm. 6 health, eh? That's not very much. I guess I could jump over, although I don't have very much mana anymore thanks to the curse. Oh my god. The lethal flea man. Dicey. Alright. Now everybody together. I think one of my sound channels is missing. Okay, there it is. Come on. Oh my god. Shit. I did have the meat! Oh, I could have used the meat. Kicking is allowed. Kicking is definitely allowed. Okay, that's all correct. Well, we know we have Evil Butcher dead in 12, so I can be a little more careful with him. Fight Giant Skeleton alone. Take a bunch of damage on the way there. I can try as much as possible to bait out the ectoplasm, fight it alone, and then jump over the rest. God. Give me the giant ghost. Come to me. Buddy, you're mine. Hey, bud. I can't slide yet, so I don't have a way to avoid you, really. Okay. Ack. Stupid. That was dumb. Can Evil Butcher Knives be punched out of the air? I don't think so. Knives are quite sharp. Then again, I have a pretty good track record for punching projectiles in this corridor, so... Come on. Yeah. Come to the skull chamber in the next 40 minutes if you want an ass kicking. Punched instead of ducked. I was wrong. Should have ducked. Duck dodged. I feel owed 2 punches every time I get out on this guy. He's a very simple opponent. But because of his hitbox being very slim compared to his hurtbox, the approach is a little challenging. Okay. It's not bad. I have way more health than the last time I did this. What? Okay, and we know that this is Bobo. Okay. Alright. That's not good. Okay. Hey, hey, hey. Give me the ectoplasm. Ugh. Alright. Arachne is too large to fit through there, so I can pull the ectoplasm back. Those were not good trades. Great, now I've spooked her back into the others. It's very awkward. I should have just left her up here. Oh, there you go. Yeah, Just Fist is coming right along. Hey, Flea Man. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I feel I earned that. Okay, we're very close to a save point. I'm just gonna run to it. Here we are. Want to try to solve an impossible puzzle? So I think these guys move faster while you are both attacking and pressing the attack button. So if you do like touch and go, then they don't hit as hard. I don't know for certain though. Anyway. Wait a minute. What? Seriously? This isn't the place? Oh. Yeah, I'm misremembering, I guess. Yeah, whatever. Let's just save again. It's fine. Have some more skeleton archers and student witches to get past, as well as a booer. But that didn't happen until after the Yoko cutscene. Student witches are also kind of challenging because they have moves, you don't immediately kill them. Look at that. She's making cats happen. I could also make cats happen. I am looking for Melon. Like, what the heck? I'm sad. Sad about Melon. Whatever. You can have a long and happy career. Goodbye, Yugo. Welcome to the purple room. Again, Minotaur would be a good opponent to fight. Probably. Oh, right. The room you can backstep into only. This is really stupid. I don't have a good weapon against this guy. Like, a good weapon is one that you can stand on his back and hit him from here. But yeah, I guess fist doesn't quite cut it for that. There. Finally punched him to pieces. That is Whip Sword. Oh no, a lethal cat. Anyway, this is great armor. He's yet another regular enemy turned into a boss. Shit. Okay. He decided to take a step in a direction. Then I take 80 and die. Having 5 damage on him is so huge. Holy shit. 5 whole damages. Yeah, we just want to go to it. So let's see. Shit. I could have stood there. Cowardly. Please take a step backward. Okay, thank you. I've had a lot of practice at this one. Shit, shit. That time my finger slipped off the button. No, please continue to attack. Like, attacking is the best thing you can do for me, and stepping is the worst. Yeah, like so. So, used up all my grace hits, and yeah. If you're too far away, of course, you'll take the sword, and that's bad. If you're too close, like I was there, you couldn't tell, but I was. You cannot get away from him in time if he chooses to step forward. If he chooses to step back, which he frequently does, then you're still fine. So that's the fight. Again, I've had basically a ludicrous amount of practice at it. No one should actually have as much practice at the great armor punching as I do. But hey, I like it a lot, because it looks like your head is being scraped by a gigantic sword. But no, the sword is not the problem. The feet. Feet are the problem. There is actual, like, perfect spacing, where you can always get the hits in and always have an escape. That's it, actually. So it looks like I'm, like, being an idiot and pulling back into his sword swing, where if I just stood there, I would be fine. That's covering the scenario where he chooses not to sword swing and instead step forward. I want to say front foot is more dangerous than back foot. I don't actually know. Might be the same. Now I've lost my mojo. That. That's too close. Because yeah, now when I stand up, I'm in the shield. He actually did backstep, so really I should have stood still. I love this. It's so good. Yeah, front foot is more dangerous because back foot, the shield is further back. I still need him to step back instead of forward. Yeah, toppling him. It's fine. Shit. Okay. Yeah, front foot, I don't want it. Look at all these beady hits I could have been getting in this entire time. Oh, man. That was the wrong time to raise my head. I just gave that away for free. Okay. Fine. How much health does he have? Can't be that much more than Manticore, and I'm hitting him for 5. So this doesn't have to go on forever. And frankly, a level for me would probably be for the health, because, what? 8 times 5 is 40, and... oh, that's bad. Hey, buddy. No, I don't think I'm getting to, like, an extra hit on him anytime soon. Maybe that's wrong. Yeah, I would have to get up to 480 health in order to have, like, the number of hits I already do, and then 481 to have 1 additional hit. Well, no, the level would also be defense. I can't... Oh, also... Nope. I have all of the... I have all of the everything that I possibly can, so... Yeah. I got my numbers. Shit. Buddy. Like, because I have shifted in my chair slightly, I'm not seeing the right spots. Okay, correct. Buddy, you need to back off. Too close. Okay, whew, he stepped back. I don't think there's any good armor available. Again, I needed him to step back. How close am I to a level? Shit. That pause was ruinous. Because you can't hold the down button while unpausing. Again, I basically need him to... Whoop, there's the spot. Okay. Whew. I escaped. Because you can see the shield, like, move back and forth. That's actually the thing that's hitting me. Damn it. Okay. Dang it. This is too close by a lot. Go ahead and see what this is like with meat. And since we're in Meatland, may as well like be way too close and get more hits in. Sure. Again, he's not actually stepping forward and back the exact same amount. So that's tricky. Tricky guy. At the very least, I'm glad that this mode of the game, shall we say, is not built in, not expected. And yet, it's still possible. That's what blows my mind about all this. It's like, even if you only have the fist weapon, they gave you an out. They made sure that you could kill him. It's ludicrous, but they did it. They accounted for that edge case. For that I am thankful. Shit. So, anytime I'm really upset at myself, it's because I took a hit that I really should not have. It's the measurement of hits that you should not have taken versus hits that are like harder to avoid. And you know, if you get hit by a harder to avoid thing, that's not so bad. If you only ever get hit by those, you probably win. So like there, if he had stepped forward, that would be almost unavoidable. Where there, if he had stepped forward, I was still covered for it. I love this. This fight is so good. Do not be afraid of the tall man. I've lost my count. Oh well. Oh shit. Oh, that was not a hit I should have taken. Too close. This is risky because it's, again, it's front foot. Yeah. Too close to the shield. I have to take those back foot hits. But I'm greedy, so. Not that greedy. Yeah, you just do your thing over there. That's cool. You're doing good, bud. Missing the back foot hits is also a mistake, but not a terminal one. This is really bad. If he actually gets this far forward, then I don't have space to hit him anymore. Buddy, back off. Please back off. Oh my god. I feel like we are doing some kind of deadly dance. Yeah, even if I take position on the stairs, one, I will be too high up and I will get hit by his sword. And two, I will punch the shield instead of punching him and do no damage. So it's useless. It's quite bad. Oh man, is this my punishment for not getting enough hits in? Because he tends to back up a little more when you get more hits in. I might have to do something super ballsy in order to get through this. Like, charge through him, attempt to get to the other side, and then use the rest of the arena to do this fight in reverse, which I'm worse at, for reasons you might be able to imagine. Shit. This is quite bad. Doesn't it infuriate you that you can't touch me when I'm back on the stairs? Doesn't that make you want to retreat even more? Okay. We have some space. It's front foot, and I don't like it, but you might back off after taking so many hits, yeah. It's giving me a lot of front foot. He's learning. He actually isn't, but, you know. We like to pretend. Sooner or later, Soma's knees are going to give out from, like, squatting and standing all the time. He'll be like, no. I just can't take it. Getting ground. Yeah. No meat required. I love that fight. So I want to let this line soak in for a while. That's all. Yeah, nice portrait. Oh, right, double jump, sorry. I thought I had the slide. I can go get Heart Pendant. Is that worth it? What is a child? A raw whelp who just punched out a 30-foot tall armor man. What is such a sproutly boy doing here? Anyway, the double jump greatly increases the complexity of the boss fights that we can do now, because even more control is available in the air. So you can do air chases, and it becomes required to do air chases in order to position yourself correctly to be able to punch and not get punched. But yeah, that'll be for later. That is by far not the worst fight. Curse. We didn't feel like making a graphic effect for this, so we put the word curse over your head. It's kind of bobo. Alright, here it is. We can get a heart necklace, I think. That's up here. The other thing you can do is push it to the ground and then jump thing. Yeah, heart pendant. Yay. Which is like cape and pendant rolled into one. Hooray. There's a lot of crossover between like Castlevania and JoJo stuff, basically on purpose, on both sides. So that's plenty tasteful. Don't even sweat it. Yikes. Maybe I'm not making it back? That's a little rough. Shit. Okay. Okay, good enough. Butcher's too evil. Cannot handle the evilness. Hate those things. Tiny invincible guys who have no name. They're not even an enemy. But they're a hazard that looks like a skull. Maybe that makes me like them more actually, so maybe that's okay. There we go. Oh shit. That's bad. That's worthy of eating a potion. I have hammer open now, so I don't have to worry about that so much. But yeah, that's why I ate the potion. This specific puzzle is too deadly. Trying to think if I could have used the warp. I think technically I could get to it. Let's try. Let me see if I can get to the warp. That would greatly shortcut things and give me a good stopping point, which frankly I probably already have, but you know, really I just want to sell everything that I have that is useless and buy war fatigues. That's what I want. This is very difficult to attempt with Quetzalcoatl bounding around all over the place, but That is something that we can't use. Ghost Dancer is one of the few things that can raise your luck at all. Oh, shit. I can't quite do it, can I? Yeah, what am I thinking of? Oh, wait, no, you come around this way. That's right. They're just two very similar looking places. Yeah, this is the money. I was thinking of a different thing, and we totally can. We can warp. That is sweet. Thank you for giving me your soul, you guys. I still don't have them dead in one. Lower defense, higher strength. And a lucky charm. But yeah. From here I can skip to Headhunter, which again is like the best thing. I think what I'm gonna do, I've obtained all these things. Oh my god, I can finally punch out zombies. Is go to sleep. Continue this some other time when Dark Tuesday returns, which I will have you know can happen at any time. Ooh, I could also go fight death. What a dreadful mistake that would be. But yeah. Well, thanks for joining me. I went on way too long, but most of that was Castle in the Darkness, so screw that. I'm going to be doing this. My stream layout will be better. I'll have 60 frames. It'll be worth it. Everything is more beautiful. Yeah. It's just a 100% or more better idea. Good night, everybody.